Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DroneNation pre-show here. I'm coming to you not usually in my frozen tundra of the New Jersey shore this time of year, but I've now made it to South Florida. I'm in Jupiter, which is not all that far from Stewart Jensen Beach, where whatever the sixth annual Florida Drone Meetup is being held. So I'm in the vicinity already. Actually, I was in Sebastian, which was the location of the first South Florida Drone Meetup back in 2021, I believe. So yeah, I have escaped the cold and I'm in the warm temperatures of Florida. They said it was 89 here today. It wasn't a nice day. It was hot, humid, rained a lot, but it was warm. It still is kind of warm, even though it's almost 9 o'clock at night. So I'm glad to see everybody out there in the chats. I'm getting my screen brightness adjusted. Of course, I'm in a little bit different setup here on my laptop today, not at my iMac on my desktop. So it's good to see everybody out there. I see Drone Angels, Lou. How's your back doing? I think you had some kind of appointment last week. I hope you're doing better. Better, RJ Redding, DD Fellas, Sergeant Roth, Bud Beaver, Drone Views Media. Alan, how you doing? Um, yeah, glad to see everybody tonight. Hope we're gonna have a good show tonight. We're going to talk, of course, a lot about the new DJI Avata 360. A lot of information came out last week about it. All the people that got it early, not all of them, but some of the people got early were allowed to release their first, like, kind of first look videos last Thursday. So we learned a lot, and I see Johnny out there. Johnny's a little under the weather tonight. I don't think he'll be joining us tonight. So send thoughts and prayers Johnny's way for a quick recovery. Again, he's feeling a little down tonight. So anyhow, so actually, we're going to talk about those Ray Ban VR glasses, and since Johnny won't be here, we probably won't have the input that we were going to have because I know Johnny's actually tried him out to fly a drone. I hope Marcus has had a chance to fly a drone with him. There's always a lot of interest in his VR goggles because they allow you to, the situation awareness. They allow you to see what the visuals from the drone view, but also see what's around you. So, always a lot of interest in his glasses. So, yeah, and I see we have got a guest coming. In here right now. He's going to be one of the stars of the show tonight. We got a lot to talk about here. So I'm going to bring him into the pre-show here. Hello, Ray. The DroneNation pre-show back here.
All right. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were having a pre-show.
Well, rather than me just sit here and do nothing, I might as well do a pre-show and talk to all the fans. We got a lot of people in here already tonight. We got RJ Redding, DD Fellas, Drone Views Media, Drone Angels. We got people back here, Ray. And so you're important because we're going to kind of promote the sixth annual South Florida Drone Meetup tonight. And I was telling the folks, I'm already in Florida. I don't want to miss the meetup, so I come, whatever, a month early, so I don't miss it, right, Ray? But I did tell him that.
Welcome to Florida, Ron. Really,
I'm glad to be here. All my background's much better. I did tell the folks that I did get a chance to stop by the location of the first drone meetup, the Sebastian one. A lot of people forget about Sebastian, but we had a good time there. Welcome in, Marcus Crawford. How are you doing today?
Not too bad, boys.
How you doing, Marcus? Good.
Es muy bueno.
Good.
I was telling the folks in the chat we're going to be a man shy tonight. Johnny's a little bit under the weather tonight, so I want people to send thoughts and prayers out for Johnny. And
God bless.
Johnny is a sick son of a gun. Just ask his ex-wife; she'll tell you how sick he is.
Maybe we should get her on as a guest sometime, Marcus.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Johnny's down, but he's not out. He said he's going to be watching in the chat here. So good on you, Johnny. Just get feeling better, buddy.
So, Marcus, you're going to have to carry those Ray story, Ray bands or whatever they are. You're going to have to carry that story tonight.
Yeah, the RayNeos.
RayNeos, right.
How they come up with these names is just kind of beyond me. But I did get a chance to try them out today.
Good.
Yeah.
Will you be bringing him to the South Florida drone meetup, Marcus?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hey,
Well,
hey, Marcus,
them.
I want to welcome in Tanya Gale and Lauren are in the chats here. Greg Pittman's in here. So Flying Flynn Media, John is here. So we really filling the room up, Marcus.
that's good. All the
What a
important
great
people.
crowd. So many.
And some of those folks are coming to the meetup, I believe, Ray.
Yeah, I know. We got 144 names on the list now, with only 10 cancellations. But we're gonna have a great time, no doubt about it. And Ron, look what I have here. Maybe if we got a little time, I'll show a couple of these things. That are in this
I wonder where that box came from.
This box came from Ron Brown.
So, well, listen, we're getting right down to the 9 o'clock hour here. So you want to start the show? I hope DeMarco. I think he's coaching. I think baseball now, but hopefully he can join us a little bit later tonight. But we might as well kick things off. So, are we ready here? 3, 2, 1, and welcome into DroneNation for 3/16/2026. This is a St. Patrick's Day. Pre-St. Patrick's Day special tonight. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure everybody will be out there in their parades and wearing their green and everything. So, we got some leprechauns coming on later in the show here, and we'll be serving some traditional Irish food after the show here tonight. So don't go anywhere, folks. So I want to welcome in our regular co-host here, Marcus Crawford, tonight, all the way from Idaho. And we got a man out tonight. Johnny Droneflyer is a little bit under the weather tonight, so he will be out tonight. Hopefully, DeMarco Boer is coming later on after his coaching is over. And our special guest tonight, live from North Palm Beach, Florida, Captain Ray Kelly.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for inviting me.
You're always welcome here, Ray. And, I've got a little video we're going to play here. When I say a short video, this is the definition of short video here. But this came out after our show last week, probably the day after. So we didn't get a chance to show it here, but we're going to run this video right here, right now. And I probably should mute the sound here so we don't get in any trouble here. Can you guys see that, Marcus?
Looks like a big old eyeball.
Well, here we go. Let's run that video. DJI Avata 360 8K flagship, March 26, 2025, 12 p.m. So I'm gonna get that. Let me run that again here. That went awful fast, right? And we got another video playing here. Okay, hold on. That's a hyenas. I don't know where this hyenas came from. So there it is again. That's the kind of that I'm going to call a bulbous 360 lens that sticks out. So, okay. So we kind of missed that out last week. It happened after the show. So let me get that off the screen here and get back to the battle. So I just want to tease you because we will be talking about the Avata 360 drone in depth tonight, in depth coverage here. So, people grab your snacks and stuff. But I also want to give a reminder here. Get your plans set for the 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup. It's coming up soon, less than a month now, on Saturday, April 11th. Jeremy has the T-shirts and other gear available at his website already. And remember to, here's a big reminder. Remember to check your airspace if you plan on flying locations south of the meetup, because it could be a presidential TFR in place. So make sure you check that if you said you're going south. And Pilot Institute just put a video up recently where a whole bunch of pilots were caught flying over Mar-a-Lago, that area, and they got big fines. So I had this in the notes here. I have Greg's video, so you can check that out here. So Ray, any updates you can give us on the meetup?
Yeah, no, it's just we're up to 144 people that signed up to come, and we always get people that just show up,
Walk-ups.
And I did a couple of comments. We may have quite a few drone, and I say it, and I really mean it, drone superstars there, and you guys are among us.
No, Ron
But
is.
you know, and if I started naming them all, there's so many in the chat right now, it would take the whole hour. But we're gonna have a great time, and we again, I know there's probably a few people that still don't have a trust certificate. And if you plan on flying, when you come to the South Florida Drone Meetup, make sure you get your trust certificate. You know, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
But we're going to have FPV pilots there, and obviously camera drone pilots there. And, you know, I look forward to seeing everybody again. And it's like one big family reunion as far as I'm concerned, you know. And I know Marcus, he was on the fence there for a while, whether he was coming. You know, he's a busy guy. Marcus and Sarah, they do a lot of traveling. But I was so glad that Marcus made the commitment to come back. And speaking of which, Marcus is a big sponsor of the South Florida Drone Meetup also. And I have his box way over there. That's another big box with all kind of goodies in it, including 5 drones. So thank you for that, Marcus. But we're going to have a great time. We got 5 drone pilots coming from the from the Margate Police Department drone unit. Last year they sent 2, and that was great. But this year they're sending 5, supposedly according to Al. Al made those arrangements, and I enjoy talking to the police officers. I do.
Yeah, right. Well, they actually give us a demonstration of how they use their drones, and you know, give us the lowdown on what they do with them.
They're not going to actually do a presentation or anything like that, but they will, for those who are interested, go up and explain what they use their drones for. They'll be flying them like they did last year, you know, and I'm sure that well, you never know what kind of drones they have. Maybe they'll bring new ones. Last year they had the big Skydio drone, and that thing. Again, I'm a DJI fanboy, but that drone impressed. It really did impress me, you know.
Yeah, Skydio kind of owns.
We know it was a little breezy that day, and that drone, when it went up, it was rock solid. You know what I mean? Really. But we're gonna have a great time. We got entertainment lined up. Dennis Lovelady is gonna entertain us. You know, he's the singing droner. And Tony is also making arrangements for some entertainment. He hasn't told me who they are yet, but they'll be entertaining us also. And, you know, Tony is a big sponsor because he supplies the sound system and everything. And I got to say thank you to Tony for that, really. But again, if I started naming all the sponsors and my whole area around my desk and that back there by my dresser is full of giveaway prizes. But Ron, can I open this for a little bit and show a couple of them?
We got time. You can show a couple items.
Look what's in here, guys. I'm telling you. We got a Comica.
Oh, microphone. Yeah.
Microphone setup. Look at this. Really. And I mean, there's all kind of drone accessories in here. We got a drone right here, the ST Mini X, you know, from Start RC. But
yeah,
Ron, now you tried this drone, if I remember right? And how did you like it?
Yes,
it flies good, right?
Well, unfortunately, you know, they sent it to me in the winter time, so I only got to fly it a couple times in the winter when it was like kind of too windy for it. So I'm sure it'll fly better.
Really?
Yeah, I probably only flew it twice. Again, unfortunately, both times it was too windy for the drone. It's a beginner drone, Ray.
I got another big case here, and I forget what's in it. Do you know what's in it?
FPV goggles. Yeah, FPV goggles, Ray.
That's right. Let me show them. But here you go. FPV goggles right here. And we got all sorts of drone accessories, like I said, propeller holders for the Mavic 3, and we got a counterweight for a gimbal. And what's in this box? Here we go, Ron. Take a look at this box. You know what this?
I forget that
is?
box.
This is. You forget what this box is?
Oh, I know what it is. It's a tablet mounting system for the Altel drones.
Yes, it's the ultimate tablet holder. Yeah, very, very good. But more drone accessories from Start RC, wireless remote control for the Hero series, and filters for the Pocket 3. And what else? What else we got here? Propeller guards for the Neo. And here's another good one right here. This is a let's see. What's it say here? Camera and video power supplier. Yeah,
it charges your batteries for a GoPro. Yeah.
I know. And I know it takes time to show this, guys, but I think it's worth it. And I got to say thank you to Ron for making this generous donation.
You're welcome.
And remote mic light. So, but anyway, we could go on and on because there's a few more things at the bottom of the box. But I got to say thank you so much, Ron. Really, you're going to make a lot of people happy at the South Florida Drone Meetup.
You're welcome, Ray. And also thanks Sky Lee for at least half of that box.
Yeah. But anyway, and remember, guys, if you are coming, you got to be there, obviously, attend, and you got to get there before 10 to get one of the giveaway tickets. We don't want people just showing up right before the
no stragglers
giveaway. And so we cut the cutoff time is 10 a.m. So. But anyway,
and Ray, if anybody needs more, if anybody needs more information, they can go to on Facebook groups. They can go to the 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup group, right?
Yes. And the other thing I want to mention is about the video contest. We have a little video contest.
Oh yeah.
And we give it out an award. And if you're going to be an attendee, submit a video, 1 minute or less, camera drone video, FPV video, and the drone committee will select the winner. And that's always fun too, Not that I'm a great videographer. So I don't even bother to enter.
That's great, Ray. So, and I like to keep promoting this, Ray, because every time we have this meetup, all 6 years, after the meetup's over, I get home and I post a few videos of the meetup, and somebody always comments, when was that video? I mean, when was that meetup? Where was that meetup? They, as soon as it's over, somebody starts to ask me, when was that meetup? It never fails.
We try to promote it as much as we can on the live streams and on the Facebook page. But again, we got drone pilots coming back from the UK. Steve Gardner and his lovely wife Haley are coming back also.
Yeah.
All the way from the UK. And that's
I got a question for you, Captain Ray. Is John Carroll coming this year?
He's on the list. Yes, I haven't heard from him recently, but he's on the list to come. Yes, and he mentioned it in one of the live streams about a month and a half ago. Good.
And then I'm also Kevin from Where the Roberts channel got a hold of me and was interested in coming. Did he get a hold of you?
No, not yet. No, he didn't. I remember you had mentioned that. Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Ray, are there still any rooms left at the Hampton?
Yeah. If you still need a room, call the Hampton Inn and Suites, Stewart North. You got to call them direct and ask for John, the manager. And our block of rooms sold out a long time ago, but he has been gracious enough to keep adding rooms to our group. So yeah,
excellent.
But you got to ask for him specifically, and hopefully he will. It's not sold out. The hotel, the hotel might be sold out too. You never know, but he's adding extras to our group. Yes.
That's great. That's great. And Ray,
And we
can
also
we
have a
talk a little bit
surprise
about
award.
the? It's
Just to
not.
let you know,
Yeah.
we got a surprise award that we're going to be giving out this year. I'm not
Oh,
going to talk too
surprise!
much about it, but there's going to be a surprise award. Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
excellent. That's exciting. Now
Yeah. Yeah.
the event really starts Friday night, doesn't it, Ray? It starts Friday night at the Sticks Bowling Alley, correct?
Yes. Yes. Sticks Billiard Club, not the bowling alley. We're at the Billiard Club, which
Okay.
is right next door.
Okay.
It's attached.
Okay.
And
Right.
Bill
Right.
Ronayne is the manager, and he makes the arrangements for us. And it's really a great time. It starts at 5 p.m., goes until about 8 or whereabouts, thereabouts. And Bill makes arrangements. He puts out food for us. He lets us use four of the billiard tables in the business, and we have a good time. You guys have played pool before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
I
yeah.
usually
I
shoot
watch
one
people
game.
play pool there. Yeah.
You've never actually shot up at
Yeah,
no?
that wouldn't be good. Hey, Captain Rated, I see Eddie Nunez in the chat. Is he coming?
The rumor is he's thinking about it. I don't
Ah,
know. I don't know if his schedule. He's a busy guy. Eddie is a very busy guy, but I sure hope he can make it. I really do,
Eddie
because
just
there's
got
no
back from
doubt
the
that he
Dominican. He
will
just
have a
got back
great
from the
time.
Dominican Republic.
Yes, yes, I know he does a lot of traveling, and it sort of conflicts with his personal family vacation too. But you never
Right.
know.
Right.
Maybe he'll
You never
surprise us.
know. You never
You know.
know. Yeah.
are there any?
There is going to be somebody with a Tesla there though. Billy Kyle. Billy Kyle is
Oh,
coming.
Billy's coming. Good.
I don't
Oh,
know if he's
great. Great.
driving or flying, so I shouldn't say there's going to be a Tesla
Okay.
there. But him and Lon will be there also. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday we'll have our little kind of morning meetup at Dolman Park out there on the Barrier Island, Hutchinson Island, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, because that's always a fun morning. We fly from like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or thereabouts. And it's a different kind of flying because you're on the ocean, and the beaches
Yeah.
on Hudson Island are beautiful, and you got the
Beautiful.
high-rise condos there, and you can fly over to the intercoastal from that location too.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you got
You
that
can.
island there. It's called Nettles Island. But we have a good time that day, the second day of flying, and the fishing trip is still on for Monday morning.
Oh, good. Good.
And Bill is going to be running that again. And if you want to go on that, there's a fee for that for the boat, and you got to let let me know, and I'll let Bill know. I'll put you on the list. So, but I'm
It's going to be
looking
a
forward
great week.
to a great time.
It's going to be a great weekend, Ray.
Yes, yes, and the weather's going to be great. No wind this year.
No wind. Yeah. No wind and no rain.
Exactly, exactly.
So thank you for that. Presentation
Hey,
of.
Captain Ray, did Barkley sign up?
Barkley has a scheduling conflict. Yeah, he I don't think he's going to be there unless he surprises us like last year. You know what I mean?
He wasn't
I go out
last year either.
and
Yeah.
from my car last year, and who's in the parking lot? But Barkley and Jenna and the dog Hawkeye, if I remember right, Hawkeye. They were in the
Hawkeye.
parking lot. They surprised me.
Hawkeye is gone, but
Yes.
he's up in little doggy heaven, I guess.
Oh.
But yeah, it'd be nice to have Barkley and Jenna there, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. I'm sort of disappointed that they can't make it, but maybe you never know. I know a certain other people that I would love to see there, but they couldn't make it either. But we got 144 people on the list, so there's going to be plenty of people there. And again, the newcomers are welcome. Really, don't feel intimidated. Just feel right at home with us. Really.
Yep, definitely.
We're gonna miss Bob and Audrey this year. I wish they could make it, but I talked to Bob the other day. I guess they're not going to be at this year's.
Okay.
Yeah, we will miss them. That's for sure.
And like Ray said, don't be shy if it's your first year. Marcus and I usually walk the kind of walk the whole premises. So if you see us walking by, if come up and introduce yourself. If you're first time there, you never met us, don't be shy. Come up, and if we don't come to you, come up to us and say hello. Right, Marcus?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he just tells Sam to come on down. It can go on the fishing trip with us.
Yeah, there you go.
Sam
There you go.
Lepore.
Sam Lepore. The best realtor in New Jersey, Ray.
And I gotta mention about Brad. I mention it all the time. Brad makes up the ID holders for us, and
he does.
Made up. He's working on them, adding names to them, and the design, the logo. For those that don't know the logo, I don't have a shirt on tonight. But this is the 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup logo, and he made a nice ID badge for the lanyard that Pilot Institute gives us to the first 150 people that show up. So I got to say thank you to Brad, and he also is going to make coasters again with the new logo on it. So
Brad does such a great job. Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
So we're going to have a great time.
We are. I'm going to switch gears a little bit here tonight, guys. Guess what? We have a DroneNation deal of the day tonight. We don't always have these anymore because the deals aren't as good as they used to be. But the DroneNation deal of the day, the anti-gravity A1 360 drone is 20% off on the spring sale here. You can see the graphic I have in front of you here. Right now, you can get that A1 drone for only $1,279 for the standard bundle. The Sport bundle's $519, and then Affinity bundle $15.99, and the Plus bundle is $16.29. So that the anti-gravity drones were on sale in January too. But Marcus, is this kind of a strange timing for this sale? Or do you think this is a reaction to another product that got leaked last week?
Hey, no doubt it's a reaction. Hey, I do have an announcement to make. Johnny said that at the South Florida Drone Meetup, he is going to be handing out free DJI Mavic 4 Pros to anybody that just walks up and asks him for one. He'll give you a coupon for a free DJI Mavic 4 Pro. Thank you so much, Johnny. That's very generous. That's going to cost you, I'm sure, $100,000 or so, but we all know you've got it. So thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
It's going to be a good meetup. It's going to be a good meetup. Yeah.
But you're talking about this anti-gravity drone, and Phil George, DD Fellows, is coming.
Yeah,
he's coming to.
Oh, really? Yeah, right.
And he's bringing his anti-gravity drone.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I really am.
Yeah.
Now, Marcus, we've been saying almost since the anti-gravity came out that we thought it was overpriced. So. And the new DJI drone is kind of underselling. So do you think this price cut is due to all that, Marcus?
Yeah, there's no question about it. I'm certain that it is. This may be a fine drone. I know Russ at 51 Drones put out a video the other day. He talked about how it really re-energized his drone experience. I don't know that it's for me. I'm not really a goggles guy, but for all it appears to be a good product. I just think it comes down to the price, and it sounds to me like DJI has significantly undercut it. So we'll see. And you already have the DJI ecosystem. What I hope is, my hope is that Insta360 and the anti-gravity people stick with it. I hope we don't lose them as a drone competitor. So, wish them all the best. Of course, I don't know. I guess I'm not thinking this clear through. Nobody from China is going to get a new drone approved in the U.S. anyway. So I guess it's kind of a moot point, really. Doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, you're right. And even with this sale price at its $12.19, it still doesn't seem to be low enough to to make headway into DJI's pricing.
Right.
Under $1,000 and it would.
Yes.
Yeah,
I totally agree. The price point means so much.
An advantage that the anti-gravity has is that it's sub 250, though. For a lot of people, that makes a difference. Yeah.
Yep. You're right. And of course,
I'm sorry. Bill Thomas is in the house. How you doing?
Oh,
Sorry.
hello, Bill. How you doing tonight? Good to see you in here. I was just about to say, and you know, somebody brought this up recently in the show where the anti gravity resembles more like a mini drone for us. With the open propellers or whatever. It doesn't have the FPV look that the Avata 360 has. I don't know if that makes any difference to anybody.
Oh, that's a great point
Yeah.
because, yeah, for a lot of people, those ducted props are important. So yeah, I know it's a good point, Ron. I don't know.
And of course they are, but to a lot of people, they're the reason they don't buy the drone because of the noise. Where I've heard the Ken Heron's anti-gravity drone, and it doesn't make any more noise than a normal drone. In other words, it's quieter than the DJI
Oh,
Avata series of drones. Yeah, and Marcus, you know that a lot of people get disturbed by the high noise of of DJI's FPV type drones.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I was at I fly at Kleiner Park quite a bit, and man, there was a guy there flying an Avata the other day, and holy cow, you could hear it from across the park.
sure.
And I don't, I can understand why that would bother somebody that's out there trying to enjoy some time at the park. I do understand that there is such a thing as noise pollution.
Yes, I totally agree, Marcus. I do. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope to meet Phil George. I hope to see him fly this drone. I would love to. I don't want to fly because I'm not good at flying drones at the meetup. But I would love to look through the goggles of that
Yes.
drone
We'll
and
fall right
see what
along.
they look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can look in the front, um, the front thing and see what's going. But I'd like to look inside me when the drone's like still in the ground just to get an idea because I didn't get to even look. By the time my turn to look through Ken Heron's, everything had already died, the batteries and so on. But anyhow,
What's the flight time on that drone? I forget.
I think they have a normal battery and a plus battery. So the normal battery, I think, gets your typical like 25 minutes of a DJI mini drone, and the plus battery gets you like extra 10 minutes. So basically the same flight time as a DJI Mini 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, where I believe they're touting the Avata 360 as about 25 minutes. But we're going to get to that drone probably the next story up is going to be that drone. So any more thoughts on the Avata A1 and the sale, or should we move on?
Well, it would be, again, Phil George is coming, and so yeah, that's cool.
Here's his comment here. He has plus battery and gets under 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I've never seen one. I'll be anxious to see that. And he also mentioned, thank you, Phil. He's going to seek us out while we're there, Ron. So thank you.
Well, Phil, you may not be the hardest guy to find because when we see the Avata 360, we'll probably know who it is, right, Mark?
Anti-gravity 360, yeah.
Anti-gravity. So yeah. I'm gonna interpose those drones for the next 6 months.
Yeah, I understand.
And I have to say, Phil was a guest on my live stream 2 weeks ago, and he was new. We're not. We didn't know each other really, but I tell you, he knows so much about drones and that drone specifically. I was very impressed. Yeah,
he does fly DJI drones, so he does have experience with the DJI products as well. So yeah. So let me get another graphic up here, and we're gonna kind of move along to the big story tonight. Really here. Let's see here. Here we go. We're going to talk about last week. Many creators released their first look at the DJI Avata 360 drone. A lot of these guys have had the drone for a couple months now, and and they were allowed to show like a first look. They weren't allowed to talk about specs or details or whatever, but they gave their first looks. And this was a big change in the way DJI has kind of done things in the past. As Ray and Marcus knows, usually they don't do anything official until a couple days before they release a teaser, and then the drone comes out a couple days later. But this time, they've even the week before last week, they released kind of a teaser, and the last week another teaser, and then the reviewers or influencers released their kind of teasers, and we know a date now and everything, and we'll get to some more. But supposedly the 26th is the date they show it, and then there's going to be a pre-order period after that. So this kind of long release cycle it's something DJI hasn't done in the past. They usually just, again, it just drops out, you know.
Well, it's pretty clear they wanted to control the narrative, which good on them. I don't blame them. In the past, you know, it's just been nothing but leaks. So this way they get to kind of control how it rolls out. So it's good.
And it's all about marketing too. You know, they're getting the word out, you know, early, and that's great. And it was good to see these guys getting the drones again. I was very, very impressed with Aldrin. You know, he's put out a couple now, but they were flying in the snow and the rain
with the Avata 360. Yeah.
I was very impressed with that drone. Yeah.
What's interesting is that you can fly it with just the RC2 controller, and I'll be honest with you. I'm going to just be straight up. I'm not a huge Captain Drone fan, but he put out a really good video about how the Avata 360 works, and he showed how you can look around even on just a regular controller like this. You can look up and down and forwards and backwards. So it's going to be an interesting product, and you could also put it in, I can't remember what they call the mode, but standard mode, where you would just it would just fly and take video like a regular
like single lens. Yeah, single lens mode or something like that.
Linear mode, I think you'd probably call that. But then obviously you can fly it in the 360 mode, and you can also put it in head tracking. So like we're all used to head tracking with our Avatas right now. So if you put your Avata in head tracking right now, as you look around, the drone will actually move to look at whatever you're looking at. The Avata 360, the drone is not going to move. You'll just look all around with that 360 camera. So it's kind of an interesting, change in the way they've done that.
Especially if you have the goggles on.
It will also work with the RC2. Yeah.
Right. I guess the immersive thing, because not going to be as good on a little tiny screen as it would in the goggles. But let's get right into that thing. Okay, now say for instance, if you have no interest in 360 video, if you have no interest, because if you never tried it, add in 360 video. If you do it every day, it's easy, right? But if you hardly ever do, you've never done before, you're in for a big learning curve, right? And if you're not really particularly interested in wearing goggles or whatever, does this drone really make sense for you? Because if you're just going to fly looking at a standard controller and you're not going to edit 360 video, why won't you just fly like a Mini 5 or something else instead?
Or if you had the Avata 2, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, Marcus, I know you're a drone reviewer and a drone collector and a drone enthusiast. So you're going to get it no matter what, even if it doesn't. But what if you're not that type of person? What if you're a person you could maybe only afford to have one drone at a time or whatever? Does that drone make sense for a lot of people like that?
Not for me. Now, a lot of people it does. And that's the beauty of this hobby, is that it caters to all different niches. It probably wouldn't be the drone that I would choose if I was just a single drone flyer. However, it's still an amazing product, and DJI has made it so versatile and backwards compatible so that we can use an RC2 controller. We can use our Goggles 3. If you already have Goggles N3, you can use those. So on and on, it's going to be a fairly reasonable drone to get into. I will likely just buy the single drone and battery version without a controller, because I've got a few controllers behind me that I can use with it.
I'm the same here. If I do get it, it'll just be the drone and one battery combo. Now, I'm glad you mentioned the Goggles 3, because I've read, I've seen a lot of videos, I've read a lot of stuff, and everybody mentions that it works with the Goggles N3. Now, it's the box style goggles. They're a cheaper goggle than the Goggles 3, but I haven't seen 100% that anybody's guaranteed that's working with the Goggles 3 yet. Have you seen different, Marcus?
I'm not going to swear to it, Ron, but I felt like I watched one of the videos that said it will.
Okay.
So, but
that's comforting, because that would be one more nail in the coffin for me not to get it, because I'm not buying another pair of goggles just to fly this drone.
yeah, no, exactly. Nor would I. So, and in fact, I'll definitely be flying it with the RC2.
Yeah, and I'm waiting, seeing. I'm not. I probably won't buy this thing on release day. Well, I mean, there is no release day in the U.S. anyways. But I mean, I will wait and see a lot of videos. I will think about it. This is not like a knee
And
jerk
the
buy
price may
thing.
come down too after a week or two. You never know.
And if I need the immersive experience, I've got these.
And stay tuned,
Right.
folks. We're going to get in. That's one of our stories later
Ron,
in the show here.
Just to let you know, I went off camera for a minute because Cheryl was warning me that there's a tornado warning out there right now in this area.
Wow, wow.
Probably up by you too.
Well, I'm sitting right by an open window here, open deck, and it's calm here. Now, guess what, though? There were tornadoes warnings back in Margate City today, so it's bad weather all over the East Coast. So, folks, we will keep the show going as long as the roofs stay on the houses here in South Florida. So, but let me go over a little bit of this. Is a story that Jasper Ellens posted, well, back on the 6th here. A couple pictures here. Can you see those pictures, Marcus?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is, I'm not gonna just breeze right through this, because Hey Kessler put a more, he put a thing, we round up all the stuff today. This is a couple things way back where Josh was talking about the intelligent flight battery being a low cost, €70. So the battery is supposedly going to be cheaper than the Avata 2's battery, and here they've confirmed that it has replaceable lenses. I think they're real cheap, like they're saying €25 here. So real affordable. And you can kind of see here, somebody has side-by-side comparison, but the Avata 360, it looks like a bigger drone than the Avata 2 because it's wider and longer, but it's not as thick, as the Avata 2. So, somebody has a side-by-side picture. I don't know if he has this there. Just
Well, I would think it included the replaceable lenses because a lot of the lenses have broken and the testing, the beta testing.
Okay, well that's good to know. That's good to know.
And it does stick out. You can see that camera is much fatter than the body of the drone.
Yeah, it is a nice thing, Ray. Have you seen it where when the drone comes in for a landing, how Marcus always shows that the camera picks itself up. When the Avata 360 comes in, the 360 lenses kind of pick themselves up, so they're not facing the ground when they come down. So that's kind of a neat feature. So I'm gonna get one more story up here. This is a story that Hey Kessler just posted in the last 24 hours. He's kind of round up kind of some of all the best rumors here, and the title is this is DroneXL. Hey Kessler, the DJI Avata 360 leaked pricing undercuts Insta3's 360 anti-gravity A1 by more than $1,000 ahead of the 26 launch. And folks, I did say $1,000 with 3 zeros. So let's see. He talks about here that it's going to launch on the 26th. Drone only price of roughly $496 at the current exchange rates. About 31% the cost of the anti-gravity drone of $1,599. He didn't know about the sale at this point when he posted this here. I'm trying to get to the good stuff here. Avata 360 leaked pricing. Just trying to get to the new stuff. Okay, here he has some stuff here. I'm going to get down to the U.S. pricing here. He is drone only, like $426, not just this is converted prices. Standard combo with the RC2, $569. Fly more combo with 2 batteries, a hub, and a bag, $811. And DJI Care refresh. China only. $57. So here's the United States estimated prices here. Drone only between $49 and $528. Fly more combo $999. Premium combo $1,100 to $1,300, and battery $80 to $91. So
drone only price is pretty good, I think.
Yeah. And let's see what else he's talking about. But the price gap is enormous between this drone and the A1. See if he gets down and gives any more. So there's a picture of the A1. Here's the specs. Here I want to get to the DJI. These are specs. This is, they say these leaks were confirmed. Confirmed by who, I don't know, but sensor. A dual 1/1.1 inch sensor, CMOS sensor, 64 megapixel each. Leak not yet officially confirmed. I think that's close to the specs of either the Insta360 X5 or the DJI Osmo 360. Aperture 1.9, that's leaked. Field of view is 200 per lens. So that's very wide, of course. Video is 8K by 360 spherical. Now that's only 8K in the full 360. Once you start, editing that or whatever, you'll be down to 4K or less if you punch in. Marcus, you had something?
Well, I was going to say cropping, which essentially is what you're doing. You're cropping in.
Yeah, so you will be outputting 8K. Camera mode, tiltable, switches between 360 and FPV mode, single axis mechanical gimbal. You don't have a 3-axis gimbal, you don't need it because, the 360 cameras do terrific stabilization, I guess because they're in 360. Stabilization is 360 digital. Flight time 25 minutes, estimated from battery capacity not officially confirmed. Transmission, you owe for your 20-kilometer range. Replaceable lens, 21 each. That's Euro, not American prices. So for two it would be, I guess, $42 Euro. Lens protection, camera rotates during takeoff and landing to avoid ground contact. And compatible hardware, Marcus, DJI goggles N3, RC2, and RC Motion 3. And again, this is just leaks of stuff, but it doesn't say goggles 3 on there. Again, this isn't 100%.
I can't remember who mentioned it in the chat, but somebody said that Aldrin confirmed that the goggles 3 worked with it.
Now I asked Aldrin that in the comments to his video, and he just gave me a thumbs up or like, and I understood that he wasn't allowed to talk about specs, so maybe that's why he didn't answer me in that question.
Well, Phil George is excited about this drone too. He'll be getting this one too.
Oh yeah. So let's see here. They're talking about replaceable lenses and let's see. One hard landing and you're looking for a repair. And batteries, we talked about that already. And it'll be FCC approved because it was FCC approved according to this on the 19th of November 2025. So yeah, this kind of gets up to par on all the leaks, rumors, and so on and whatnot. Yeah. And
Johnny will probably be getting one for free from Evelyn Chan,
Oh yeah.
One,
Yeah.
You should sponsor Johnny. Johnny has brought her a lot of business.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Evelyn should come to the South Florida drone meetup, Ray.
Yeah, that'd be great if she came.
She'd be our first attendee from China.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyhow, going over all that stuff, Ray, is this a drone you would be interested in maybe purchasing?
No, I'm happy with the drones I have, and I recently received a new one, I got this replacement mini Falcon Minis, so I'm looking forward to flying this when I get back to New York.
Oh, I bet you are.
My controller for this is in New York, so I can't fly it while I'm down here. So
right.
I'm just going to tell you to be
Marcus isn't a big fan of it, but I enjoyed it.
Be careful with it, Captain Ray. That's all I can. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I didn't go very far with it.
Yeah, I had 3 of them and 3 flyaways. So
I went
3 different drones, 3 flyaways.
That's my furthest distance with that drone. Yeah, so
I wasn't very far away either. It was right in front of me, and it took off like a shot.
Really interesting.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Get rid
and
of
I
this
hope
thing.
Johnny brings it. I hope he brings his to the South Florida.
Oh, Johnny always brings the V-copter. Ray, do you think there's any chance at all, being at the meetup's going to be, almost 2 weeks after the 26th? Do you think any chance we'll see a Avata 360 flying around at Jensen Beach?
You just never know,
You never know.
You just never know who may have one,
Billy Kyle. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't want to mention any name.
I did. You didn't have to, Captain Ray. I did. You didn't have to.
Yeah. So, but keep an eye on Billy. Yes, definitely.
So yeah, look around and be active just in case you see a Avata 360. Because I guess at that point, it'll probably be legal to show at that point, right? Once the big release happens, the embargoes should be over. It's just a matter of people waiting for the pre-order to take effect. So
and the other thing is Kelly Shores has one.
Yes, Kelly's back in the loop.
He has one. Yeah. So
now, what to Marcus and Ray? Why do you think all the guys that kind of weren't getting the last couple of DJI drones have this one?
I think it's all about the marketing. They want to get the word out, and they want to get sales in the U.S. And they know that the U.S. has been getting the DJI drones one way or the other. What do you think, Marcus?
I agree. I think DJI figured out that there are ways around the Customs and Border Protection, and that everybody I know bought a Mini 5. So I think it's the same thing here. They know they have a huge market in the United States still, and they want to sell us drones. So I'm sure that's the reason for it. Maybe the last, we keep talking about the Lido drones. We don't know much about them. Supposedly they have an FCC license, but we do know that this one does. So just like we said about the Mavic 4 Pro before it, this may be the last DJI drone that we can buy in the U.S.
I had thought I read, I forget who put it out, but I had thought I read that the Mavic 5 was approved by the FCC.
No, you're right. That wasn't that leak about that. That leak came out a couple months ago, and actually, yes. My friend Rob over in Norway, in one of his recent videos, he was talking about stuff still coming out, and he mentioned it. So, and he's one of the guys who gets all the drones with DJI. He let it slip. He said about the Mavic 5 at the end of the year. So. Who knows? But I did see one of the Twitter leakers today, not Igor or Jasper, but one of the new guys. They said that the Lito drones, the 2 Lito drones, and the Pocket 4 are due for the second quarter of 2026. So, I guess we're technically still in the first quarter here, but so the second quarter could mean April, May, or June. We should be expecting those drones. And they also said not to expect both Litos on the same day, that they may come out at different times.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say Bill the Drone Reviewer is going to buy one, the 360. You watch.
I think he already said he was. I think Bill's already committed to that. And Bill doesn't. I don't think Bill does any 360, or he doesn't do any goggles. So Bill's going to be a first timer. You don't need goggles. Bill's going to be a first timer in 360. Marcus, it would be kind of a first timer to 360. So Marcus, I'm looking forward to you releasing a 30-minute 360 video on your channel sometime soon. It may take a year to get the video ready.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the downsides. There's no question about it. But with regard to the Lido drones, it always reminds me of Boz Scaggs doing the Lido Shuffle.
Right.
Yeah. Those will be huge sellers if they are indeed what we believe them to be, and that is replacements for the DJI 4K,
Mini 4K,
which is an entry-level product similar to what we're seeing from Skyrover with the S1 and the X1. If they've got that DJI nameplate on them, they'll be huge sellers. So, and really great drones for most people. I mean, if you think about, idiots like me buy the Mavic 4 Pro, but can I do almost the same thing with that Skyrover X1? Yeah, really, so a lot of people, that's really all they need. So they're destined to be really good sellers.
Yes.
Before we end the
Let me just see if I can ask Bill, the drone reviewer, a question. Bill, you're not on the
well,
list
good.
yet for the South Florida Drone Meetup. I know you're saying you're
Bill's
looking to make
coming.
it. So let
Bill,
me
Bill,
know, and I'll add you to the list if you and Val are
he,
going to
he
be there.
he's coming. He's
I'm not,
coming. But
all right, all right.
good.
Okay,
But let me
good. I'm
just fit.
adding you to the list right now.
Let
144,
me.
145, 146, Bill.
There you go. There you go. Put them down. Let me just finish up on the Avata 360 story. So I don't want to show it tonight because I don't know the gentleman. I don't have his approval to show the video. But in the show notes, I have there's an unboxing video for the 360 Avata 360 drone. I mean, he even takes the silicone gel out. It's a real video. At first, I thought it was going to be AI, whatever, but it's a real video. He unboxes the whole thing. So I have the link down below. It's like a 3-minute video. If you want to watch a real, he doesn't say a word. It's just no talk. It's just straight unboxing. Want to see the unboxing? Click the link and watch it your own. Because again, I don't have the approval. And again, I'd rather him get the view than us get the view for that video. It doesn't have, it doesn't have many comments. It doesn't have a lot of action. So I guess the YouTube, you like my channel, YouTube must hate this guy's channel. Didn't promote the video very much. So, okay, let's go to the story number 5 here, our last story on the list tonight. A lot of people in the community, I've seen name after name in these chats talk about they got the RayNeo Air 4 AR XR glasses. And these are, virtual reality glasses. A lot of people watch movies and things like that on. But in the drone community, a lot of people hope to fly their drones with these things and have what do we call that? The situational awareness that the full goggles do not give you. Is that correct, Marcus?
It is. So Ron, I used them for the first time today, and there's a cover on here. You take that off, and then it's like sunglasses, and I can kind of see the sunglass part at the bottom here, and then I have peripheral vision out to the side. So I was really anxious to try these with a drone. When they came in, well, let me back up a little bit. Jake Sloan put out a video featuring this product. And the thing that caught my eye is how much Jake liked it, and then the price point at $250. These kind of products traditionally have been like $500-600 or even more. So this one, it sounded interesting, right? And then Jake really liked it. So a number of us bought them, I think, without even talking to each other. I know Johnny has some. I think John Flynn has some. Yeah, and a few others. So
Long has 2 of them. He's got a Batman edition.
So when I first got it, I hooked it up to my phone and watched a couple of movies or videos on it, and God, it was awesome. You could see it really well. But of course, the key and what we all want it for is flying our drones with it. Now, this is the RC2 controller. I wish you could use it with the RCN3 when we're, that's when these would really be useful. However, you can't, because obviously your RCN3 is plugged into your mobile device for the app. So, but it does plug directly into an RC2 controller. This is 600 nits. Most of the time, that's great on really, really bright sunny days. Sometimes it can be tough to see this as well, and that's where these really come in handy. And they're so easy to set up. These glasses, there's no additional battery or anything that you have to mess around with. Now, Ron, you've got the Epson, whatever they're called, glasses, and there's a bunch of different hookups. You got to hook up a battery. Well, kind of like our goggles, right? Our DJI goggles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of messing around with them. It's one plug. You plug it into the bottom, and the controller powers the glasses. So, so I tried them out today just to see if I liked it. I did a full flight with my Mini 5 Pro, and man, it was awesome. It was perfect. Now, I know Johnny he said he didn't care for flying his drone with him. He liked to be able to look at the controller, but like right now, I'm kind of looking down. I can see my controller in full. So if I need to look at, what button I'm pushing or whatever, I don't know. It was very easy for me to see it. And then also what I really liked is the fact that this bottom part is like sunglasses. So you're looking right through it. So you can see your drone out there too.
Okay.
Yet the screen is very, very bright. It's like having a 200-inch TV screen in front of you. And then your peripheral vision is really good too. You can, if you know, nobody could just walk up on you and you wouldn't see them. Which is a big deal. You know, goggles, that can be an issue. Anyway, I flew it around. I flew a full flight with the Mini 5 Pro, and it wasn't long into it that I forgot that I even had them on, because it's just like you're looking at the controller, only it's very bright and very easy to see. Now, will I use them all the time? No. Just simply because it's so convenient just to fire up that controller. However, I'm telling you, I fly out at the Snake River Canyon on bright sunny days in the summertime, and there is no shade out there. There is no shade. So putting those things on, you would have a great view with your drone. So anyway, so Recovery Drone says telemetry view. Yeah, you get what it is, Cousin Dre. Everything you see on the screen here, you see on the screen in the glasses. So it's just a phenomenal way to do it. Now,
hey, Mark, it's free. I don't want to catch up, but I don't want to get too far behind. We had a question. Duty Fellows asked the first question about the radios. I don't know if you can answer or not.
Yeah, you can. If you you could put these on and you could use the simulator on your your controller. Yep.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you.
And I forgot to mention that the cover that I took off. So if it was really a super bright sunny day, you could put this cover on over the top of them if that was a problem. But I'm just tickled to death with them. I think it's going to be a handy thing to have.
Marcus, I don't know if the price went up since you bought them, but here today on Amazon they were $2.99.
Well, you click that little coupon box right there, Ron. That's what I had to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you get $50 off.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bart has got a comment that is important. He's saying that they do not work with old systems. So I presume if you had like an older RC Pro, is that what you mean, Barkley? Or I would presume that's probably what he's talking about. Or I wonder about the regular just DJI RC. I don't know. I can't answer that.
Okay. It looks like Tanya ordered them already.
Oh, interesting.
But the other thing is that long plane ride to going to Florida.
Movies, right? You can watch movies in them.
Yeah, that's it. I can plug it right into my phone. If I've got a movie saved up on my phone, I can watch it. And by the way, it has a sound system. You can see there built in. It's got Bang & Olufsen sound, and it's the bone conducting kind. So it's pretty cool.
Barkley says they work on the RC Pro, but not the OcuSync 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good to know.
Listen. Recovery Drone says, I expected it to happen. My feelings, what we heard, if they ran double race. I'm sorry, I don't know. I thought he was talking about the goggles. Go ahead, Marcus.
Listen, though, this is just my experience. And again, Johnny did not care for it, flying drones with it. So I don't want everybody to think that everybody's going to love it. Just because I liked it doesn't mean you will.
Joe Noki says you can buy them direct from RayNeo for $226 with a coupon code. He put the code in there.
Nice.
So thank you.
Yeah, do that.
But for you, Marcus, you think they're worth $250 or $226, whatever you can get them for.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not an engineer. There's guys out there like Rick at Drone Valley. Maybe he'll come up with some kind of a splitter or something that you could use with your phone on the RCN3 controller, and then split off that signal. Evidently, there are ways to do that, but you would have your phone, these glasses, you'd get an adapter. It would connect Bluetooth to your phone. But everything that I've heard about that is that creates a ton of lag. So you wouldn't, it's not ideal. As opposed to, when I was flying it, that was one of my concerns was lag. And there was no appreciable lag that I could see.
Johnny,
you have prescription lenses, Marcus?
No, yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up, Captain Ray. So what they do is they include a blank glasses insert that would go inside it.
Right.
That they say if you've got a prescription, take it to your optometrist and have them grind it to your whatever your prescription is. And you can put that in there and that would work for you. So my situation, I mean, obviously I've got some weird eyeballs. My eyes don't work together. So really it's my right eye that's doing all the work. However, it was fine. I was able to see the screen and yeah, I liked it.
I don't want to get Marcus, I don't want to fall too far in the comments here. Johnny said a while back that he confirmed movies are awesome on those glasses.
Yeah, he likes watching movies in them. Yeah. 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 So yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Good looking glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't look too bad, do they?
Yeah, I've tried 2 different VR glasses. One you mentioned, the old ones, and I tried a newer version. I've never been happy, but it could be me. Like say the second ones, I did a whole video. I forget the name of them, but my problem is I thought I could see what was around me better than I could see the drone. What the drone was seeing, and I wanted to be the other way around. I didn't want to see like 70% of what was around me, only 30% of the drone flying. So that kind of didn't work for me. And I do have the thing where, even though I have 20/20 vision now because of my cataract thing, I still need reading glasses. So I struggle to read the telemetry, even though I can see everything else great or whatever when I wear like the glasses. And I don't feel the need as much as some other people because I don't tend to fly out in the middle of the day with a lot of sun or whatever. Or if I do, I sit in my car or whatever. I'm not as I don't fly as much in out in the bright sun as I guess a lot of other people do. But they do seem like a great device for a very good price, and they serve a dual purpose. So they do seem like a very interesting product, Marcus.
Hey, so I see John is
Barkley's comment.
Yeah, John Flynn is saying that he did have to order prescription for his. So
okay,
I'm going to go down there. Let's see here. I got full. Okay, yeah. He don't need no sticking glass. Okay,
I got it right here, Ron.
Okay. Okay, clear enough. Yeah.
So, and then Johnny said that he did use glasses. Whoops.
Johnny said I did fly the Neo 2 with glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in any case, I was impressed with them. I'll just leave.
Mark, you probably put the best. What do you call it? It just varies from person to person how effective they are.
Look for a video coming soon on the Idaho Quadcopter.
There you go. And how about another thing? Buy them off Amazon. So if they don't work for you, you can send them back, right?
That's true. That's a good point.
So, I hope that helps people out a little bit who've been thinking about the glasses, about ordering them. At least you got some real world experience from people that didn't get the product sent to them, right?
Well, plus the price. I mean, $250. Like I said, traditionally, all these glasses like this I've seen have been $500-600. So the price was right. That's what got me to
like the ones I have cost like $700-800 when they were new.
Yeah.
So very interesting. Unrelated to drones, I saw today that Apple released a new version of their headphones, their Apple, the AirPods Max or whatever. They people have been waiting for like 5 years for the second one to come out. So that came out today. And of course, a lot of people in our drone community are buying the Apple Neo. Now that's not a drone; it's a little tiny laptop that costs only $599. Kind of Apple's cheapest laptop yet. And I think Johnny picked one up, but a lot of people are getting them because you can do some photo and video editing on them. So just on the Apple roundup here. David says his Meta Ray-Bans cost me $700. The insurance paid $300 of that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's neat.
I guess he means his health insurance.
Yeah.
I guess that means he must have got the prescription that they cost him $700.
Yeah. Prescription. Yeah.
Now, Flying Foot Media is saying HDR10 resolution too. I think he means after the glasses, so you can actually watch your movie and drone flights in HDR.
Yeah, all I can tell you is it looks really good. I don't know what resolution it is or not, but I can tell you it looks damn good. That's what I can say that much.
And look, DD Fells already ordered them using DroneOki's coupon code.
Oh, that's a great deal.
But we're selling glasses tonight, guys.
Hey, Ron, you were talking about the AirPods Pro. I've got a special Idaho quadcopter edition of the AirPods Pro here. But they're junk, Ron. They don't work. So they're going back to Apple.
Well, I'm going to counterpoint you on that. Tonight I don't have I'm in, of course, in Florida. I don't have my home studio. So tonight my AirPods are serving, my AirPod 3 Pros are serving as my mic and my audio. So how's my audio quality tonight, guys?
It's really good. It's really good, Ron.
And that's coming all out of the AirPods Pro 3s, which that was one of the big points of some of the reviews, that they had much improved microphones. That some people saying they didn't need any third-party mics anymore. They could just use the Apple. The
AirPods. Yeah. So listen, I want to make clear one thing up. So these are bad. I have a bad one. One of the AirPods doesn't charge up and it discharges and all that kind of problems. But like anything else, the brain damage that you go through to try and return a product is just insane. I spent probably an hour with Apple last night, and they were no, this is no joke. They were able to remotely, through my phone, do remote diagnostics of the thing. And of course, you're sitting there the whole time. And it was like pulling teeth. I told the guy, I typed in, I said, hey, listen, you know what? I give up. Just sell me another set. I don't care about these. I'll throw them away. I'll pay for another set. Just send them to me,
And Marcus, that's always my thing. As much as you love Apple, buy all this stuff from Amazon. Because if you'd have bought it from Amazon, guess what? You could just hit it. You could just hit a button or whatever return button. You wouldn't have had all this rigmarole going through. So, I mean, I can't, when DJI, before they got on the, the Uyghur list or whatever, I eventually started buying all the drones through Amazon because I knew it was a,
Amazon makes it so easy.
Amazon
really is great. Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I know he was trying to help. He was with their help desk. And he had a name I could not pronounce. However, I mean, he just drug it on, how they do on those help desks, on, and asks you everything that you did 3 times over. And of course, it's things you've already tried and so on and so forth. But I finally got him to, they're going to send me a little box to return them and get some new ones. But yeah.
I mean, the upside of that, Marcus, was if that guy could have remotely fixed them for you, even if it took an hour, if he could just fix them for you remotely, you'd be using them right now.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Did you see DD Fellows said, I love a good deal as far as him getting the Neo with the for $229 or whatever with
you know who among us is the guy that loves a good deal that can't turn out a good deal?
Johnny
Drone Flyer.
He does.
Yeah. Ray, do you and Johnny have a show coming up Wednesday night?
Yeah, no, not this Wednesday. Yeah, the following Wednesday. And we'll have people come to the South Florida Drone Meetup coming on, tell us what they're going to bring and how they're going to get there and what they're looking forward to. And, it should be a good show. Yeah. And
how about Thursday night? Who do you have on your show this week?
I have a show, and I got Danny Kennedy. He's going to be on. And as some of you know, Danny also sent us a nice Neo as a giveaway prize. So
he's coming to the meetup, right?
He's coming to the meetup, right? And looking forward to meeting him, and
Yeah.
he's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting guest. He also has
Yes.
a foundation, I guess you could say, called Lift, and he teaches veterans how to fly drones. Yeah,
Wow.
so he's going to talk about that. He's going to be very interesting, to say the least.
Sounds like a good show. Yeah. Yeah.
So, Captain Ray, I got to ask you a question. How many DJI Neos are going to get given away at the meetup?
let me reach down
There's
and bring them.
I mean, there's at least 4, right? I think I can think of at least 4.
No, we got 5 Neos.
5.
And we also have a Neo 2. Jeremy
Oh,
Alms,
wow.
he donated a Neo initially,
Wow.
but then
Wow.
he about a month ago he says, "Ray, you got another drone coming, a Neo 2." So he sent us this one too. So
That's a good
I
one.
say thank you to Jeremy, and thank you to all
And
us
folks,
for-
folks, I want to remind you once again, Jeremy has the DroneNation T-shirts and all the paraphernalia is up on his website already, right, Ray?
the South Florida 6th annual South Florida Drone Meetup merchandise. Yes, goes from coffee cups to hats to shirts to hoodies, and he lowered the prices also. And I had put the link in the chat already. sfdmshop.com. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jeremy.
Somebody talked about drones. Marcus, have you figured out what drones you will be bringing to the South Florida Drone Meetup this year?
I change my mind by the minute, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? It'll probably be a last second decision. However, probably the Neo 2. Well, the Air 3S is a good choice, Captain Ray.
Yeah.
But maybe just the Neo and the Mavic 4 Pro.
Oh, really? Okay, you're gonna bring the Mavic 4 Pro.
Well, that way you get both ends of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Marcus, I don't have to tell you which ones I may bring because I'm already here, so I have them. So I copied 2 of yours. I bought the Mavic 4 Pro because it's kind of become my kind of favorite drone to fly this winter. I mean, mostly because it's robust in the wind and stuff. And I went with it. You said the Neo. You meant the Neo 2, I'm supposed.
I meant the Neo 2, of course. Yeah.
I'll bring the Neo 2 also, but I threw a wild card in there, Marcus, because I'm driving, so I can bring more stuff. I also brought the Mini 5 Pro, and guess what? It's the only drone I've flown so far since I've been in Florida. And Ray, I have to tell you, I didn't stay at Captain Hiram's on Saturday night, but we stayed at the Best Western just a block or two away. But we went down to Captain Hiram's, his little, little river beach bar restaurant there, right? And I took the Mini 5 Pro with the intention of flying, but guess what? We got hit by this big storm. Man, we didn't get soaked, but we kind of got wet in there. But eventually the storm went away. We had a great day. If anybody's by that place has the best seafood, good drinks, seafood. They have entertainment. It's just a fun place to be. So we had our best meal. We had a fried grouper sandwich, Ray, and that grouper was delicious.
I felt bad when I saw Susan's photo of the pouring rain.
Yeah.
You got a beautiful sunrise flight in the following morning, right?
Well, that's my story. So Sunday morning we wake up, and of course I went to bed early because I hadn't been sleeping much because on the train. So I woke up, pre-sunrise. Sunrise isn't until 7:30 now. So I went down to the lobby with the Mini 5 Pro, went out to the parking lot, got the drone up in the air, and it wasn't looking too good at first, but the sun started peeking through. And I just one picture. I got a whole bunch of nice photos I need to publish. I got a little bit of video. So I got a real nice flight in with a Mini 5 Pro. Now today, as you mentioned, the weather was terrible all day. I mean, hurricane-like winds, storms, lightning, so I didn't fly at all. But I had a conversation with Marcus on the phone about this. When we did our Part 107 training, there was a section there talking about, different types of no-fly zones. There was one talking about a low-fly military planes or whatever.
MOA, a military operations area.
And I had never encountered that before, but I did remember from the training. And when I pulled the before you fly app up to see if it was okay to fly that day, because there was some kind of little airport not far from there. I got that military thing for the first time ever. I saw that. Now it doesn't mean you can't fly. I didn't have to get permission to fly. I just had to be aware of low flying airplane. And now I did not see anybody. I did hear something flying in the air at one point. So I dropped the drone real low at that point, way below, like the tree line. You know what I mean? So I know low flying, but I was below tree line. And when the noise went away, I pulled it back up again. But so Marcus says in the videos, like, your ears are a good help in determining aircraft in the area. And I did not see this plane, but I did hear it, and I did drop below the tree level until the sound went away.
So just one note, Ron, when we talk about military flight restrictions, there's the military operations area is exactly that. That's where they could be flying military aircraft, and that's on the sectional chart to warn you to just look out for potential. It may even apply. Well, I guess it would apply to any kind of aircraft, whether manned or not. However, if you see a military restricted area, do not fly there. Let me repeat, do not fly there, because they are dead serious, and you will get a big fine, and maybe even with the technology now, you might get your drone blown out of the air. So don't do it,
Marcus. Yeah.
And back to my point at the beginning of the show.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
No, you were talking about low-flying aircraft.
I
was flying at Du Bois Park the other morning, afternoon actually. We got there late morning, and I was flying the Mini 4K, and I got my flight in. I went towards the lighthouse. I was down in front of the inlet, and then I brought the drone back, and not 2 minutes later, a low-flying Coast Guard helicopter. He was right up around 200 feet, which is where I was with the drone. He was right in front of the inlet. So you always got to be aware of low-flying
helicopters,
especially helicopters.
Yeah. Well, like Ron said, you use your ears too. And if you hear an aircraft like that, and helicopters are usually pretty loud, hit that down stick. And you may not have to drop it into the waves, but get her down low, and you're probably going to be safe.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You could get lower than they can.
Now, here's one thing I'll tell you. What happened to us, and Barkley was there when we were in Puerto Rico. We were flying at this place called Mar Chiquita, and there were probably 5 drones up in the air at the time. I had the Air 3S. And all of a sudden, I got an ADSB warning about an aircraft. And boy, you could hear it. And it was a helicopter, and it was coming fast. So we're all screaming at each other to get down. So we all dropped our drones down. But I'm telling you, this helicopter flew by. I'm just telling you, faster than anybody would be able to react. So and it was low. It was probably, I don't know, Barkley, if you can remember how high, it seemed to me like it was 150 feet in the air, if that. It was really low. And it scared the hell out of me, because what I know is that it would be so easy to get caught in a situation like that, and you wouldn't have time to get your drone out of the way. Truthfully, it was ADSB that helped me a lot in that situation.
Yes.
Yeah. I was saying before, Ray, that I mentioned beginning show, but I mentioned again. If you're coming in early for the South Florida Drone Meetup, and a lot of people are, come down, fly with us at Du Bois Park and whatever in Jupiter. But if you come in Friday afternoon, be sure to check your before your fly app, because there's a good chance there'll be a presidential TFR in effect, and it affects much of the area we live in, Ray. Right, Jupiter, North Palm,
30-mile radius around Mar-a-Lago, but the South Florida Drone Meetup location is out of that area, so even if the president is in town, we don't have to worry about it. But again,
like last weekend,
too far south. Otherwise,
I can't go south. Yeah, and last weekend, that's why I wanted to fly at Sebastian on Sunday, because I knew when I got down to Jupiter, the presidential TFR would be in effect until like 7:30 that night. So and of course the weather was beautiful up there that morning. Now, it stormed Saturday night, but it was beautiful Sunday morning down there. By what later in the day yesterday, it was already murky again.
Yeah.
So I love that area up there, Ray. That Sebastian. It's not crowded up there. It's a nice area.
And another great spot to fly up north there is the Fort Pierce Inlet area.
I heard about that. Alex
And they
Cardinal
got
told me about that. Yeah.
Jetty Park and the inlet, and it's really a great place to fly drones. You know, I like flying anywhere where there's water. Really, you know,
Hell yeah, me too.
I do.
Me too.
Follow the boats. You know, I don't do too much boat chasing like some of the drone, especially the FPV
Oh yeah.
drone pilots.
Yeah,
They go
yeah.
right next to the boats and they follow them. And most of the time they get waves. Every once in a while they get the old middle finger, but you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I think we cover a lot of ground tonight, folks, and maybe Ray and I should get off here because I heard a little thunder a few minutes ago outside here. I don't know, what weather we got. I mean, Ray,
I keep looking out, but I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't hear nothing.
Well, Marcus, do you have anything else you would like to talk about tonight?
Not really. I'm looking forward. It's going to be a few weeks before we're heading to Florida, so I'm looking forward to that. I can tell you here locally, we've got some nice weather in front of us, so we're going to be. I'm going to be out doing some flying again. It's been, kind of one of those weird winters and springs. I flew way more this past winter than you normally would because we had a much warmer winter than normal and virtually no snow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the springtime weather. Tanya and I were out at the canyon, was it last weekend? And it was, not this past Saturday, the Saturday before. And it was really starting to green up out there. And there's parts of that desert out there that there's about a 2-month window.
Oh, I got to add to show the wind's starting to blow the table around here and so on. Okay. I got all the windows open, so I got to end the show, guys. Good night. Thanks, everybody. But I got to leave. We got a hurricane coming through here. See ya. Bye-bye.
It's blowing a hoolie.
Good night.
It is. Bye-bye.